people are like, oh, you can't go out on your own. Like you haven't cut your teeth as a CRO for this long. Not everybody needs to learn from or hire or be around a CRO. They need somebody who's like an SDR needs an SDR manager, someone who's just an SDR who gets what they're going through, who's doing the work, who's in it, and it's really fresh to them. The
Yep.
person who's 1, 2, 3 steps ahead of them. And I think that's a great way to look at it. And that was one of the ways that I looked at it myself early on. I was like, I'm not going to go out here and try to like convince CEOs of $100 million, whatever, multi-million-dollar companies that I know something that they don't or something. Like it doesn't. There's plenty of people trying to do that. They don't need anything from me. The people who need to hear what I have to say are, like you said, a couple steps behind you, and those are the people that we're more interested in learning from because they just went through the thing that you're trying to figure out. And so
Yeah.
I think that's why people came to you and they were like, hey, can you help us build out an outbound program? It's like you're a few steps ahead of us. You just did this a few times. You've hired people, like all the mechanics and all the stuff. You shortcut their process. Your role is to help them circumvent problems before they happen.
Yeah.
In all of this.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I completely agree. That's why I think it doesn't matter at what stage in your career you are. If you're like going to try to go on your own and whether it's like a consulting thing or whatever it is you're trying to do, like even if you're an SDR who's been an SDR for a year, like you can help people who are trying to become SDRs for the first time, right? Like if there's always somebody a few steps behind you that you can help. I guess the only benefit of being in that position longer is that like maybe the more you climb the ladder, the more you do, the people who are a few steps behind you have more money to pay you, right? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I guess that's the one benefit, right? Is like to your point, like if you're working up to like, if you're a CEO of a billion-dollar company, then obviously those people that you're going to be helping have more money to pay you and you can make more. But it's like, that's, I guess, a nuance to it, but there's no stage at which you can't help somebody. And one thing you always said too is like, you only need 10 to 20 really good clients, like 10 to 20 out of the 7 billion people in the world. Like those are the people that you got to find. And that's how you can, that's all you need.
Totally. And I think too, it's like the mechanics as you climb the ladder, as you go up, the mechanics of your business change because there are fewer people. There are way fewer CROs than there are SDRs. So the economics change and the value changes. So and the things that you do to serve those people change. Like you probably won't serve every SDR 1-to-1,
Yeah.
right? Courses exist, cohorts exist. There's high ticket hybrid service models that exist so that you can serve more people. You change the mechanics and you change the structure of what you're trying to do based on who it is. Like CROs probably not going to do some sort of group coaching or they're not going to take a course in the same way that an SDR would. And so the ticket and the private consulting and all of that stuff changes. And I think it's just an important nuance that people just seem to forget about. Is like there are just fewer of them, and that's okay. But you're not going to be people always make fun of like the LinkedIn influencers, like 22 years old, trying to tell CEOs of startups and all these like venture backed companies how to run their business. It's like
Yeah.
wrong direction, dude. Wrong
Yeah,
direction,
exactly.
dude. So after all this that you've done in this that you're building, I mean, why is this meaningful to you in the first place?
Okay, so selfishly, like the freedom and flexibility I have, like the one thing that I hate more than anything about being in a corporate environment is a good friend of mine phrased it to me. What is it? OPM, other people's meetings. So what I hate more than anything, I think it's really good to know what you hate and what you like about work. And one thing I hate more than anything is other people's meetings. So like being in meetings where you're not getting anything done, and I despise that. And so now I don't have to do that, right? Like I am in control of the meetings that I'm in that I do. So that's what like motivates me, or what I guess is like my own freedom and flexibility. Obviously, a level of control over my income, but then also like the stuff that I'm doing now is just more fulfilling. Like I don't know, I had a realization. This is getting kind of philosophical, maybe, but like I had a realization that I don't want to sell sales technology to other sales technology companies for them to sell their sales technology to other sales technology companies. I don't want to look back in 10 years and realize like I've just been helping people sell shit to other people so they can sell more shit to other people. And it's like none of this has an impact on anything else in the world. We're all just in this bubble. And so I realized like that was not fulfilling to me at all. But now I'm helping. It's like in a different way, right? Like the content stuff is it's more fulfilling to me. I am I'm working closer with like founders and people who are like, and actually having an impact on their business and not just like selling them a piece of technology. So nothing against people selling sales technology or software and stuff like that. Just wasn't something that I particularly got fulfilled from. And it's like, it's just a good feeling, man, when you actually help somebody make more money. You know what I mean? And that was like, that's just a high that you don't get from many other places.